Hey Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. I'm so used to saying that, excuse me. Welcome to your love reading for September. This is the first ever love reading for Aries, just devoted to love for the month of September. I'm still doing the weekly readings for the week ahead. So if you haven't already subscribed and hit notification, do that and you'll get a notice when the reading is up for the week ahead for Aries, for like work and personal life and all that good stuff for the first week of September. But now we're focusing on love for the Aries individuals in the month of September. So show us what's going on, Aries. We're going to pick 5 cards. So the way it's going to be is like early part of the month, mid part of the month, end of the month. We're going to dissect it in that way and see what's going on for love. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. It feels like I pulled too many, but it is just 5. All right. So the first card, Aries, is going to be 5 of air. This is like, be careful. This card says be careful. Beginning of the month, you all might be wanting to confront somebody about something. And I know with Aries, you guys can be really hot-blooded, which is a very good quality. But in a situation where you're wanting to confront somebody or you're needing to put an end to something that's unacceptable, especially when you have every right to feel that way, like when you have that righteous indignation, this card is saying be careful how you approach the situation, because it could very well just kind of escalate and really go to the point or to the situation where so much has been said to where the relationship is, you know, irreparable, like you've burned a bridge. So if you want to do that, then I would say conditions are good for that. If you've decided that you've had it with somebody and you do want them out of your life forever, you're going to be accomplishing that. But if you just kind of are wanting someone to take you more seriously or to be a little bit more fair or like, you know, to respect the boundary, absolutely confront them. But be cautious how you're proceeding. Maybe try to, if you need to go like for a run before you have this talk, or go to the gym and lift weights, or I don't know, do something to get that anger out. Maybe help get some of that anger out before you do the confrontation, because it can escalate and it could go much further than you wanted it to go. So set your intention, meditate, calm down, and then approach this person. For other ones of you where maybe you've been in a situation, and I know Aries, y'all can like be very in like you know, in good spirit, you guys all could be a little bit competitive. This could also be where maybe you're putting an end to something, where somebody is after your partner and you're putting an end to it, I guess I want to say. I don't know, maybe you're not confronting your partner. You might be confronting a person that's been meddling or competing or trying to take somebody away. So you might be finding yourself wanting to put an end to something. So just be careful how you're doing it so it doesn't get all out of hand. So then here, closer to the middle of the month, but not quite. I don't know how to say fraction-wise. Maybe like, I guess 2/4 of the way through. You're gonna have some of you an air sign coming in, right? So you might already be dealing with an air sign. You might already be dating an air sign. So, or other ones of you are going to be, you know, meeting someone new who's an air sign. For other ones of you, this is going to be more about the whole thing of thought. You're really having to go through the way you're thinking about a situation, or your love life, or your current prospects, and you're going to find what's not working for you. You're going to figure out what's been blocking you from love and putting an end to those things. So friends, family, ways of thinking, ways of doing things, places you've been going to dating. I feel like some of you are putting an end to the whole online thing. I feel like some of you are just, you're so over the internet stuff, and you're going to make it a point to where you're wanting to make real connections with real people in person, doing things that, places where you're going to meet people that have stuff in common with you. But for a lot of you, this is just putting an end to something you've been doing that you don't want to do anymore. For other ones of you, this is an air sign, a relationship with an air sign coming in closer to mid-month. And then mid-month, you have love. Well, isn't that nice? Okay, so when love is coming in, like lovers, some of you are having to make a choice, and maybe you're making a choice between a current partner and this new air sign person that's come in. Or some of you are having to make a choice about what you're valuing or what you're looking for in a relationship, especially if you've come out of this whole like thing where you're thinking about your love life and what you want and what's working and what's not. You might be rearranging your priorities. Some of you are having to take this up with a partner. Some of you are, you know, deciding not to pursue someone or to end things with somebody and to go with a new person who's come in. Or some of you are just overall really opening up, and there's a lot of heart chakra work that's going to be happening or going on that's calling in your main love partner. So this is particularly more so for those of you who are single and who've been single for a really long time. If mid-September you all of a sudden get really weepy or emotional, or like you're crying a lot, or you're feeling really vulnerable, don't freak out, don't panic. You haven't gone crazy. There's probably some heart chakra, I can't even talk. There might be some say that 3 times fast. There might be some heart chakra work that's happening where your heart chakra is opening up, and you are, for the purpose this is happening, is you are calling in your main person, like your main soulmate, because you're done. You're over it. You're completely and totally over, you know, having these relationships that come in and fall apart. Or maybe you haven't been single for a long time. Maybe this is also happening with those of you who are pretty good at landing relationships, but they don't seem to last longer than a few months or a year. But those of you who have felt unlucky in love, there just might be some really major heart chakra work happening. And so if mid-month you're feeling really emotional, don't freak out, don't panic. Some of you are having this whole thing where you're becoming like super vulnerable, whether or not you're single. I feel a lot of you Aries mid-month are going to have like this thing of vulnerability coming over you, where it feels overwhelming and it feels scary, because you guys are pretty tough. You're pretty independent, you know, like you're known for holding your own, right? Aries is definitely somebody we don't want to mess with. So to have this feeling of all of a sudden being vulnerable, it can feel very scary. But if you're wanting to manifest love, vulnerability is definitely needed and necessary. Or if you want to have a healthier love life, vulnerability is needed and necessary. So that's what's happening with some of you. And you're going to eventually find strength in that vulnerability. So it will begin to feel less uncomfortable. Okay? But there just might be some emotions, some heavy feels happening for you guys mid-month. Coming in closer to the end of the month, so like 3/4 of the way through, you have the sun. So some of you are getting out more. Some of you are being seen. Some of you are finally getting some positive recognition or expression from a partner. Like if you've been with someone who you felt hasn't been appreciating you or hasn't been stepping it up, you know, you might all of a sudden realize, or they might all of a sudden realize that they've been taking you for granted, or for, you know, taking advantage of someone. Especially beginning of the month, those of you Aries who are like confronting a partner about something, whatever it is, like a few weeks later, they're stepping up and they're trying to make up for it. They're trying to make a change. They're trying to give you what they haven't been giving you. And they feel that you have a right for it, right? Like they feel that you're definitely entitled to it. You deserve it. So there may be some, you know, praise coming your way, some appreciation coming your way. For other ones of you, I feel like what this means is that you're in a relationship, or you've been dating someone or getting to know someone, and they're beginning to feel ready to take this, like, to take this public. Like, you know, maybe even like changing the Facebook status to, you know, in a relationship, or taking you to meet friends and family, or like putting the official label that we're a couple now. So for some of you, that's what's happening. Like you're coming out into the light, you're coming, like you're being known or you're being seen. Overall, it's a very positive card. Those of you who are single, you are gonna be getting attention. So maybe you're going out more, you're feeling like more open, more receptive to socializing, and as a result, people are noticing you, they're stepping up to you, they're wanting to, like, you know, be close and you know, like, be in that light, be near you. So that's positive. End of the month. 4 of Water, Aries. So this is a card about tunnel vision, okay? So you're making a lot of leaps and strides, whether you're single or in a relationship. A lot of these cards indicate some pretty significant changes, but obviously, like, really significant changes aren't going to happen overnight. So you might all of a sudden feel like frustrated because you've seen the changes, you've seen the progress, but it's still not exactly where you want to be. Right? So like maybe you had a partner and you've had to confront them and they're stepping up and they're doing things to like honor you or give you credit. But at the same time, you're feeling like, man, I'm bummed out because it's still not what I had in mind, or they're not doing it in the way that I had hoped. Or somebody has become public or taken you to meet friends or family, but they haven't officially put the label on it. There might just be something where you feel so close but so far away, and you might be feeling really frustrated. That's what 4 of Water is. 4 of Water is not being satisfied with what the situation is at hand. But what this card is saying is that pay attention, because you're still being offered something good, and whatever your situation is, whatever your circumstance is, it is a temporary one. Like, it will improve, it will get better. So focus on what you have, focus on what's coming in, try to show appreciation for it, because that's how it'll grow. Show appreciation for whatever small thing is coming in, because that gratitude is going to make it grow and become more of what you want it to be. Okay, for some of you, this could just be as you're dating, you know, or especially those of you who haven't been dating for a long time and all of a sudden you're getting out there and you're starting to meet new people. You might feel like, yeah, but I don't want to give this person a chance, or this person's not what I'm looking for. And you might already know this person's not going to be like your soulmate, or you might already know, you might look at this person and say, I'm not going to feel anything romantic for this person, or I'm never going to sleep with this person. You might know that, okay? Nobody says you have to, but if somebody's asking you out or asking you to spend time, go for it. Because worst case scenario, you may end up with another friend. And the more people that you know, the more people that you're going to meet, the more people that you're going to come into contact with. So maybe that person's asking you out because they're interested in you. You already know you're not interested in them. But going and socializing and saying, hey, you know what, I like you, like maybe we can be friends, they may be open to that. And then you may eventually, through them, meet your partner, right? Because like you guys are friends and you meet more of their friends, and you might meet somebody through that. But that's never going to happen if you're turning away what's being handed to you or what's being offered to you. So 4 of Water just says keep an open mind, like be open to what's coming in, and trust that the universe is bringing you something good and the universe is trying to help you. Don't block yourself. So Aries, this is going to apply to different ones of you in different ways. It may resonate, it may not. This is very, very general. So check out your moon sign and your rising sign. Check out the pick a card. Let me know if you want a private reading. And check out AmethystAngelLight Facebook and Instagram for a free card each day, a free pick a card each day. And stay tuned. In the next day or two, I'll have the video up for Aries for like work and your Monday through a Saturday breakdown for the first week of September is going to be coming up in the next day or two. So if you subscribe and hit notification, you'll get a notification when the Aries video is up. Thanks, guys. Don't be strangers. Hopefully I'll see you on social media. Take care.